Everybody say hey.
Hello.
Hey.
We are live. Let me scoot on over to my position so everybody can see me. I'm at the producer's desk right now, but I will be over there in like 2 seconds.
He should have had a crash sound.
Like a professional. Everybody say hey.
Hello.
We are live. Let me scoot on over to my position so everybody can see me. I'm at the producer's desk right now, but I will be over there in like 2 seconds. Oh my god.
I'm assuming that he's in like maybe a different time zone or something that it's taking so long.
We're having
He's
a
stuck in the time warp again.
we're having a little bit of a technical difficulty getting some echoes here because of some stuff that is open on the and some other tabs on the computer, but we are almost there.
Finally. There we
That
go.
works.
Can you guys hear yourself now?
Well, I think the more important question is, did we lose Bill?
No,
No, Bill's
Okay.
there.
he's here.
Okay.
I hadn't heard anything from him, so
Okay.
I was getting worried about him.
We're live.
He's
We're
doing
live.
Woo!
Finally. Okay, sorry, that was really more complicated than it should be. We are here for the Chrome and Steel Radio relaunch party. And wow, it's Sunday and it's 6 o'clock and I'm excited. How are you guys today?
Great.
Great. So
Wonderful.
who do we have here? We have well, the legend himself, Mr. Bill Weaver, up in the top right-hand corner. Up in the top left-hand corner, the yoga health guru, awesome person, Hope Zvara. She's the host of the Daily Dose of Hope, and it's a fantastic show, and I'm super excited about it. Down in the lower left-hand corner, we have Mr. Robert Green of Old School Meets New School, which is his show all about being an owner-operator and, mechanical stuff, fixing things on the road.
your truck up.
Oh yeah, all the good stuff, And then in the bottom right hand corner, we have Tom Kirk, who is Tom. I'm not going to call you the health consultant or the health guru because I know that you don't like that terminology. So I'll just call you the health guy. How about that? Tom is the health guy and the host of Road Tested Living, and he is currently trying to park his truck bobtail somewhere in Atlanta, and hopefully gets that done while we're at the show, and you might hear some cursing in the meantime.
So if you're listening in Atlanta and you know of a spot,
Yeah, someone find this man a trucking or a spot for a truck to
Reach
park
out
for the
to
yeah,
us.
exactly. Yeah, put it in the chat. There you go. Besides that, this is the Chrome and Steel Radio relaunch party, and we are super excited. I also forgot to mention the other person that is in the room with me is Mr. Jack from Jack's Chrome Shop. It's actually carrying his name. You guys can't see him because he is part of the mob, and he's hiding from the police right now. So
just a little camera shy, guys.
yeah.
Nothing to worry about.
yeah, he's actually a 7'3" tall purple people-eating monster. So that's why he's trying to hide, but doesn't always work. Anyway, so exactly,
the
yeah.
giant eye and the horn, I'm guessing, is a bit of a dead giveaway.
Oh yeah, it's really distracting as I'm trying to host a show here, and he's got these tentacles that are going everywhere, and it's pretty crazy over here. But
Not to mention the mess I make on the seat.
it's crazy. Yeah, we have to clean up afterward with bleach. It's incredible. Oh man! So this is the Chrome and Steel Radio. This is the new Chrome and Steel Radio, and I guess we need to talk about why does the new Chrome and Steel Radio exist? Bill, can we get some info on you on why this exists?
I think in the tradition of what it originally was, Bruce and Roger up in Canada had Chrome and Steel. They were always very, very driver centric. Lots of great entertainment, lots of great driver information, and lots of driver participation. I think we're wanting to stay along those lines, get the public involved more. We don't want to be only about the drivers, and we don't only want to talk about trucks and trucking, because even truckers get sick of trucking.
I just realized
I think we want to have a good, fun platform where everybody can get involved and get ideas from people on shows they'd like to hear. Maybe somebody out there would like to have a show. They're good at it, knowledgeable about something, hunting, fishing,
anything,
race cars.
yeah.
Let's
Travel.
human interest. Let's get it out there, and this content will be available all the time. It'll be up there when people want to watch it. I'm just proud to be a part of it.
Super
Got us
excited.
A great crew going so far.
Yeah. Like Bill was saying, the Chrome and Steel Radio has traditionally been mostly about the Class 8 trucks and the trucking industry, specifically in North America. But honestly, we'd really like to open that up to just kind of classic Americana activities: motorcycles, cars, classic cars, trucking, heavy machinery, farming, agriculture, all that kind of stuff. We're going to have a lot of differing, interesting content coming up. And like Bill was saying, it's not just for drivers, it's for everybody. So very excited about that. And Hope, in a meeting that we had a couple of weeks ago, was talking about the strength of Chrome and Steel Radio is our diversity. And we have a diverse cast, as you can clearly tell by the hosts here of all the shows. We have a very diverse cast here that not only spans different subjects, but also different parts of the country and different lifestyles almost. There's a lot of drivers here. Jack and I are obviously Chrome Shop owners, and Hope, you are a full-time yogi, correct?
Yep.
So Hope actually does actual work, and everybody else sits in a chair all day long and does nothing. So that's basically what happens there.
I'd just like to say that the Chrome and Steel Radio Network does not endorse that statement concerning truck drivers not doing anything.
Hey, now, yeah, oops. But yeah, Hope actually does stuff. The rest of us just kind of take credit for it. Anyway, I think the first thing we need to do is sure.
Hey, Dave,
What's up?
I've got a shovel that I'd like to sell you real cheap.
Oh, would you? Yeah, are you gonna dig the hole for me, or do I have to do it myself? Yeah.
I think you're doing
a
just fine.
good enough job
Yeah.
on your own. I just
Okay.
want to make it a little easier for you.
Good. Yeah, that's exactly what we want. So the first thing I think we need to talk about is everybody's shows, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, Mr. Bill Weaver, would you please inform us on the wonderful show that you have coming up here soon called Out on the Road with Bill Weaver?
You bet. The Out on the Road show, of course, being me, it's going to be, I'm on the road all the time. It's going to be mostly, of course, every show will have some kind of music focus to it a little bit, but we're going to talk about everything. I've got a lot of hobbies. I love to hunt. I love to fish. Love to play music, write music, and I'd like to just get people to get involved, and we can talk about a little bit of all of it. Maybe somebody's out there that's wanting to get their poetry out there and be known.
Absolutely.
Get their ideas out there to be known. Let's get out there and share them and just have fun with it.
For the two people on Earth that don't know who Bill Weaver is, Mr. Bill Weaver, who are you?
I'm Bill Weaver. Mom and Dad named me Bill because I came at the end of the month. They called me Bill. Now I'm a trucker and a musician. I play music at all the truck shows. Got a couple of CDs out in the circuit. Doing pretty good with them. Thanks to all the listeners and all the drivers out here.
What's your style of music, Bill?
Oh my God, more Bakersfield than anything. Country / Southern rock, but more Bakersfield sound leanings. I love that Fender Telecaster sound in my song. You ever heard one of them? You've heard the style of all of them. I just love that Tele twang in there.
For those who don't know, the music before the show is actually Bill Weaver's newest album called Burning the Old School Down, which I happen to very much enjoy. And Bill Weaver, by the way, is being way too modest. So let me read his biography from our website, chromeandsteelradio.com. It says, Bill Weaver came from a... You ready for this? Bill Weaver came from a military family, which made him a gypsy and wanderer from birth. This gave him the right mindset to become a modern-day cowboy. He was born in Alaska and lived all over the U.S. for the first 10 years of his life. And when his father left the military, he moved the family back to Arkansas, which is Bill Weaver's home state now. He still lives there today, and when he's not traveling the highways with Hinman Transportation, he is actually sitting at home fishing, right, Bill?
I love to fish. Hadn't had time to do it in a while, but I love it. I'm usually got a guitar in my hand, or Carol Ann's got me taking care of honeydews.
I really need to go fishing.
I was going to say more likely when he's at home knowing Carol Ann, he's busy working and doing honeydews.
Yeah, I was going to say fishing is a pastime hobby that you get to enjoy, but I'm sure you're busy, Mr. Weaver.
Busy all the time.
Yeah, all the time. Mr. Bill Weaver, would you like to talk about your newest album and where people can find it?
You bet. The newest album is called "Burning Without a G," burning the old school down, and it's a very trucking focused album. 10 songs, and of course, all my stuff you can get at BillWeaverMusic.com. Download it on iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, all the digital outlets. You can listen to it on Spotify. I'd much rather you order the album than to do that. It's out there.
It's pretty awesome. And you also have another album before that.
Yeah, every Mile I Drive album. It was released in March of 2015. I don't want to lie. March of 2016, I believe. We actually got it released.
Very nice.
I'm Googling that right now, Bill. If you're lying, I'm gonna come after you.
I was gonna
Okay.
say,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was 16. It's funny, in these trucks you get out here and man, one day turns into a year and it all blends together. That's part of what we want to do with Chrome and Steel is help you get through some of that because there's a lot of pouring time out here.
The daily grind.
Yeah, the daily grind.
To listen to anything or watch anything. But, I think if we're all supportive of one another, we can help each other get through every day and make it a little more fun.
Absolutely, and that's kind of the trucking industry in a
When is
nutshell.
your show, Bill? Bill, when is your show? Do
You know what?
that?
You just got me.
Yeah, you just put them on the spot there. I'm gonna have to look it up on the website now.
You did.
Is
I've
it
actually got
Thursdays
another
at 7?
I think it's Thursdays
believe-
at 7 p.m.
I think 7. I know it's Thursday. I just couldn't remember what time we said it for.
I think it's 7. Unless, of course, it's not.
It is. It's at 7 p.m. So if you guys are interested in, a variety of different things, if you're interested in Bill Weaver or trucking, music, anything like that, please go to his website, BillWeaverMusic.com, and also please listen to his show, Out on the Road with Bill Weaver, at 7 p.m. on Thursdays, every Thursday. So very excited about that.
Ideas you want to talk about, throw them out there. Let's talk about them.
Yeah, and Bill, you're doing...
We're going to try to stay away from all the negative. We're going to try to stay away from politics and religion, everything everybody fights about. We're going to try to stay away from it. Just keep it positive.
What's the fun in that? I'm just kidding. Bill, you are also having people call into your show, right? So people can come talk to you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So if you guys would like to yell at Bill Weaver for a number of reasons that might be valid or not, go to his show on Thursdays at 7 p.m. So
Non-negative yelling, though.
yeah, non-negative yelling. Only constructive criticism, guys. Only constructive criticism.
Yeah, if I don't forget when my show is again, I'll be there.
There you go.
Everyone will be there but you.
Yeah, Bill's going to be the only
Bill
person
Getty,
out there.
everybody will show up. Be like, where's Bill?
Exactly.
He heard it was good to be fashionably late.
Yeah.
You bet.
By like an hour, yeah. All right. So that is Out on the Road with Bill Weaver. Let's talk about my next favorite show, which is actually my first favorite show on the radio station because it doesn't.
Wrong now.
Yeah, I know. I'm picking favorites already. It's the only show that doesn't have to do with specifically trucks. And after seeing so many trucks in my lifetime, you get tired of it after a while. So a daily dose of hope, hosted by Hope Zvara on. Let's see, it's 10 a.m. on Thursday, right? Right before Bill?
Yeah.
It is,
Fine,
okay.
yeah.
What are we talking about on A Daily Dose of Hope?
Yeah, well, we are talking about everything health, fitness, kind of positive lifestyle. For me, it's like, okay, let's just get rid of kind of what Bill said, all the BS, all the complaining, all the whining, and just kind of bringing some really great topics to talk about on how to live a happier, healthier life. I'm all about simple, easy tips, so it's not like, hey, you need to do this life revamping program in order for you to lose weight or feel better or whatever.
There's no 12-step process.
It's all going to be like little nuggets that you can totally be able to implement. I have a lineup of some pretty cool guests, so we'll be talking about a wide variety of stuff. Right now, my schedule's too crazy to be live, but that's my intention in a couple months to be live and take callers. But really just a dose of hope for your life and just staying positive, staying happy, staying upbeat, and talking about anything that revolves around that.
I think that's super important, yeah.
Yoga.
Especially nowadays, in this day and age, having some positivity in this world is very important. And while I am not a yoga practicer, I wish I was. Because I feel like I'm about 50 years old.
We'll be talking about too, like how to break down yoga and be able to do simple stretches on the road. Because you know what, truckers aren't the only ones that travel. I spend a good portion of my teaching on the road. I go to Utah quite a bit,
Oh, wow.
and teach out there. So just being able to kind of show people that it is easy to implement healthy and happy and positive changes. It's not rocket science at all.
Even on the road, which is very important, obviously. So, for all of our trucking listeners out there, Hope, can you tell the audience a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, yeah. So I have been in the yoga world for almost 20 years and have a yoga studio here in Hartford, Wisconsin. So literally rural Wisconsin. But I love it. I'd never trade it.
It's beautiful up there.
And so I have had a yoga studio for 13 years. And the last 4 years or so, I've been doing more speaking and more conferences. Just really, again, same genre, motivating, inspiring, talking about health and fitness and easy breakdown format. And then I also teach. So I teach teachers, I teach, students, and just really showing them that yoga doesn't have to be a 10-minute headstand or 500 chaturangas or push-ups. It's simple. It can be simple and really effective.
See, that's
So
exactly what I think yoga is. Like standing on your head for like 10 minutes. That's basically
yeah,
what I think yoga is. So, my
yeah, and it
limited
kind of keeps
knowledge.
people away from it. So we'll talk about like what a yogic lifestyle is and how it's, really translated into everyday life and simple moral code of conduct, and we'll just talk about all different stuff, and there's really no off limits. But I have some really cool guests that are going to come on and talk about health and nutrition and eating on the go and a wide variety of things. So I'm really excited.
Just taking care of yourself. Yeah, I think that's a big deal, especially. I think that the general health of the population, especially in the U.S., is going down slowly.
Mm-hmm.
So, any kind of health tips we can get, I know, would be fantastic. So,
Yeah.
let me read
Hope
Hope's.
what?
Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, Dave. Hope, what got you started in this? What got sparked your interest
Yeah.
in it? to begin
Yeah,
with?
great question. So I am in recovery from an eating disorder for the last 15, 17 years. And I found yoga kind of by accident. And after my first class, I just walked out that door and realized that I didn't have anxiety, and I wasn't in a constant panic for at least that hour after class. And I hadn't felt that in a really, really long time. So that just hooked me in right away to, if I can have that for 60 minutes, how can it impact me if I practice even more regularly? And it wasn't fancy yoga. It wasn't anything, it was at a gym. It wasn't anything crazy, but it really showed me that, I can get well, and I can actually do something to forward myself. And I didn't want to live that way. And so yoga, I always tell people, saved my life, not because it is fancy or because I practice every single day, but because it really transformed my mindset and my outlook on life and showed me how to respect myself and respect my body. I don't care if you're a man or a woman, there is so much disrespect that we do to ourselves, and we kind of slough it off as like, whatever, no big deal, I'm going to die anyways. And it's like, well, at the time that you have here, you might as well treat yourself with some respect and really live the best life possible. So that's really my mission. Not just for this radio show, but to really show people that you, wherever you are, no matter what your circumstances are, you can live a better life wherever you are. So that's kind of my goal.
That's awesome, man. And it's great that you found that through yoga, and I'm sure that some other people find it. Well, Bill, fishing be that therapeutic for people? I mean, anything really, as long as it calms you and calms that anxiety that we all feel. I think that at points we all feel
Exactly.
that.
Yeah. Everybody has their
I think
vices. Yeah.
fishing, playing music. I think it's all. I think all that's kind of a meditative thing that takes your mind off of everything else and forces you to focus. I will say one thing on the deal with Hope. I've always made fun of yoga all my life. Of course, it's fun of many a joke among us healthy truck drivers, But at the Great American Truck Show, not this past August, but the year prior, I developed, and I'd been having some lower back problems right along for a couple of years, but I had sciatica set in while I was down there. And I'll tell you now, if you've never had it, there's nothing
It's
more
debilitating.
miserable. And I went to chiropractor a number of times, and I'm not going to say he didn't help, but what helped me was my wife dug up some yoga stretches and learning to use those every day. And I do them. I'm actually doing some with my legs while we're sitting here right now. You guys probably can't see them, but keeping that sciatic nerve stretched a little bit, keeping your muscles limbered up.
For
Been
sure.
a great help. So I'm a fan of Hope already. So
It's just about implementing those things into your life, those little things, and kind of exactly what you said too, Bill. It's like, what's your meditation? In making and making time for yourself to do that, whatever it is.
yeah.
Absolutely, 100% agree. So you guys can do yoga, and I will drink this beer, and we'll get to the same place. Except,
Well, there's actually, I'm going to talk to Hope and see if we can't form a beer drinking yoga.
beer yoga? Okay,
Beer
why have we
yoga.
not had
Perhaps
this idea
you'll
before?
stretch a
Will
little
that
bit
make you
more.
want to go, Dave? Will that help?
If I what?
On the way to pour the beer in your mouth, you can just stretch your shoulder
Yeah.
a little bit more.
Is there a position in yoga that you can do that? Is it called the drunk dog or something like that?
Oh, we can make pretty much anything adaptable to that.
There we go. Yeah.
Well,
The
you
yoke.
know, and Hope, with you being in Wisconsin, just imagine the business increase.
Oh my God. Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
This is perfect.
Untapped market.
Seriously, if you don't start it, I will.
guarantee you,
Folks, you
Wisconsin and Texas, you can literally go into church on Sunday morning and grab a beer out of the preacher's cooler. I've never seen nothing like it. Those people drink.
beer
They make
yoga.
Beer yoga.
You heard it here first, folks.
Yeah, copyright,
No-
trademark
nothing
right
else to
here.
do in the winter. Yeah,
Intellectual property.
trademark
Yeah.
Still radio.
Churches and taverns. So, you drink yourself silly and then you go to church and ask for forgiveness.
Exactly.
Go drive around on the icy lake and fish. Yeah. Oh, we're really looking forward to it. I think you're going to have a great
Thanks
show.
for having me.
Hopefully very educational.
Can I just adding a little bit of diversity to all these guys?
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of masculinity in here that we need to kind of dilute. There's a lot of us in here. So, actually, speaking of the other female on our team, Madison
Tom
is our.
Burke.
That too. Oh man, he doesn't even have his video on. He can't even defend himself. He's trying to drive. Wow. Our producer. The reason that I'm running around everywhere trying to click all the right buttons right now is because our producer Madison is not here right now. She's normally in the producer chair doing this, but she's at a Christmas party right now. So Madison, when you see this recording, because I know you're gonna have to edit this tomorrow, we miss you. And
We're sorry.
yeah, and I just had to run around. I'm sweating. Like, I'm not very happy about it. I might have to dock your pay tomorrow. Just kidding.
It's all Tom's fault.
Yeah, I blame Tom. Exactly.
bet.
So who do we have up next? We've done. Let's see. What? Robert, do you want to go next? Do you want to talk about old school meets new school? Cool. So Mr. Robert Green is hosting this show called Old School Meets New School, and Robert, tell us all about it.
It's going to be let's just say, train wreck. No, honest. I'm going to give guys easy ways out of situations with their truck when they break. No sense to pay $500 for a road call if you can halfway fix the problem with a bungee cord.
MacGyver in place, yeah.
Get you home, get you to a shop, maintenance on your trucks. And I'm not going to kill everybody with it. I mean, I've been doing it since,
Yeah, Robert. What's you're an owner operator, so tell us a little bit about yourself and about your how that's going to play into your show. I think Tom is struggling right now. Tom, are you
I didn't want to say nothing,
Are you-
but yeah.
are you taping up your mom again?
No, I'm not. And Mom, get back there, Mom.
Get the bat out, yeah.
I
Oh
was
man.
hoping he wasn't in the bathroom while he was on.
Oh.
No. I actually just got part-time in the process of trying to get the camera set up, so I'm going
Sweet.
to mute for a couple minutes.
No,
You
you're all
guys
right.
can
We just
continue to make fun of me.
wanted to make sure you
Well,
weren't
we're-
murdering anyone.
We're
Yeah.
going to make fun. Yeah, we're going to make fun of you anyway, Tom. You just get ready for that.
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
That's going to be part of this show too, everybody. We're going to pick on each other, and it's we all thank the world of each other, and as such,
It's just how it is. Yeah.
Family.
we'll pick on any little proclivity any other member has. So
Exactly. Robert, are you still there? Oh.
Yeah, I think.
You're still there. I can still hear you.
Yes.
Robert, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I don't know. I hate this part of it.
Tom, can you interview Robert? By the way, guys, Tom and Robert are BFFs, and so
Wore out and beat up.
yeah.
How's that? No.
Same.
Hey, that works. Wore
Like I
out and
said,
beat up. I could have said it better.
Boom. There we go. All right, that's the bio. That's the bio right there.
All right.
End of show. Robert, you are an owner operator, and
It's one of them. I have dealt with being a company driver. I've dealt with an owner operator end of it. I've worked for owner ops. I've been an owner op. I am an owner op now. A lot of people that do know me knows what I just went through. I can give you one.
oh, I think we lost him.
Don't take much. One little thing goes wrong and it's a big cascade. But I'm gonna hope to be able to keep people from falling in to the same traps I have, especially over the last 5 or 6 years, with some of the things I've had to do.
Can I
Yep.
ask you, Robert? Robert,
Yes,
how did you get into trucking? What were you before a trucker?
I looked at the foundries around where I lived. I seen
Oh, I think he's cutting
I
out.
seen everybody around me that was dying with cancer from being in the foundries. And I'm like, yeah, no. A friend of mine owned trucks. I went to him. Said, hey, I want you to teach me to drive on the road. I drove, a couple of times off the road. And that's how I got started.
Very cool. See, the Robert show is actually Robert making all of the mistakes, and then you guys get to learn from them. So
Failure is
yeah,
the
exactly.
greatest teacher.
He's already made all the mistakes for you, and then he's just going to
Yes,
tell
I
you so
can
you can
tell
avoid them. Yeah.
I can give you 101 ways on how to blow your truck up.
Yeah, 101 ways to fuck up your truck. There you go.
Yes.
But for sure.
When is your show?
And how to do it right.
And then how to
Get
fix it
right
afterwards.
now.
Yeah. And then how to fix it afterwards. So he is the MacGyver, basically, of our team here. And he can fix any truck, I've heard, with a toothbrush and a ballpoint pen. True fact.
You forgot the Zippo lighter.
Oh, Zippo lighter. My bad. So 3 items can fix any problem. Blown up motor, just need those 3. That's what I've heard.
It's amazing the great level of expense in these trucks. Well, even in your car anymore, you break down and have to have road service come out.
Those calls are
Most of the
expensive.
time, you can do something to limp into safety to get your vehicle fixed. And if somebody's there to walk you through that, I don't want my wife broken down in the middle of nowhere, waiting. Number one. And
no.
sometimes you're just in a situation where you're going to have to wait. I mean, blow an engine out in the middle of nowhere. There's no quick fix.
Toothbrush.
As Robert can recently tell you,
Yeah.
sorry to throw you under the bus, Robert. Robert was fortunate enough to get one of the bad recalled Cummins ISX engines, which are a great engine, but they put out a batch of bad ones. Robert was one of the lucky candidates that got one.
Yeah.
He suffered the consequences and repercussions from that right now.
Oh yeah.
But the little stuff like just a simple breakdown, maybe it's something that a fuse is blown or something, or maybe you're stuck in the snow and don't want to call a wrecker. Usually some guys like us can kind of walk you through it and get you out of there safely, get you to safe haven somewhere. And Robert's one of those. I call on him regularly. So.
It's amazing what you can do with a bottle of bleach.
A bottle of
Yes,
bleach.
it is. I want to tell y'all something too. If you notice me keep ducking off camera, I've got a trailer out here I'm having to keep an eye on right now that I've got to hook up to here in a little bit. They're doing some work to it, so I keep watching out here to see if they're motioning.
So for all the listeners out there, these guys are actual they're real drivers, and these guys are constantly working. So we are extremely lucky to have people on our team that are not only drivers but also experienced drivers, and they can give you real life experience. So for all those drivers out there, please pay attention to Robert's show especially. So we have Robert on video now. Hello, Robert.
This ain't Robert.
I hope it's Tom. Sorry, it's so far away. The computer is so far away I can't see it. Sorry. Hi, Tom.
Robert's still driving.
Yeah.
I am using my handy dandy, tough tested, all purpose light as lighting for this. So if the lighting sucks, it's not designed for this.
Hey, Tom, I have to throw Robert under the bus real quick before we get started picking on you. But Robert's wife's in the chat on the live feed on Facebook.
Oh, no.
I'm watching it, and she says, and Paula's very outspoken. If you know her, she don't bother her to say what's on her mind. She goes in
Paula,
there and
outspoken?
She says, "Okay, I know my husband. He, all in caps, he never talks this soft."
Oh, shit.
So
That means you gotta
I think
yell.
we need to change the name of his show to Big Mouth. 'Cause he never talks this soft.
Old school meets Big Mouth, yeah.
The Big Mouth Trucking Show.
There you go. That's funny. But I'm super excited about Robert's show. So,
But
go ahead, Tom.
I had the great privilege of starting to do her yoga before Alan. And one of our friends walks in the tent, taps me on the shoulder, and says, "Hey, big boy, stand up and grab your feet."
Hey, Tom, do you have your phone on speaker?
No, I don't. I have it on headset.
Oh, okay.
Somebody's breathing.
Yeah,
Somebody's breathing.
I can hear reverb. I mean, I didn't know who it was.
Yeah,
Okay. I moved my microphone. Maybe you can't no longer hear me breathe now.
I was gonna say, like,
Or do I just need to do this?
yeah, just don't breathe. Just Tom,
So
yeah,
that
just
would
don't breathe.
actually be helpful.
Okay, as the health people,
Yeah, I was gonna say, where's our health people at? That's not good for you. Yeah.
The
Actually,
problem is this is the health people coming
Oh,
up
that's
with
yeah.
holding your breath in a non-stressful way actually is the best way to build lung strength. So retention versus like I'm gonna die, but actually it's actually a good thing.
but this
You're
is
doing
super
that.
stressful.
This is yeah.
Every time somebody puts me in a bathtub and crams me against the bottom of it, that's a bad thing.
Yeah.
I thought
Does that
it was
happen to you a lot?
Once
I
or twice a
actually
week.
thought it was a pregnant lady that had come in on the line, and I was fixing to yell, "Push!" She had the
No.
breathing down.
Don't push.
in with the good, out with the bad. Yeah. Oh
Push!
God.
No, suck it back in.
Well, we're gonna get banned from the FCC real quickly. So there you go. Mr.
Our first and last show on the
Yeah,
Chrome
I was
Steel
gonna
Radio
say.
Network.
the first and last Chrome and Steel party ever. Mr. Tom Kirk, it has finally come to you. We're saving the best for second to last. How about that? Are you there,
Hey,
Tom?
no problem, no problem. I got my duct tape here. I'm ready to go.
Okay, we're gonna start duct taping your mom again. For those who
Mom,
don't know,
get back there. Quiet, Mom. I'm on the radio.
for those who don't know, that's an inside joke. He's not. Anyway,
It
move.
was very
Yeah.
disturbing watching him yesterday or 2 days ago
Yeah.
rip duct tape, and we all knew he was at his mom's house, and yeah,
It was. We were just trying to figure out if he was murdering his mom or helping her out, or it turned
I
out
was
that he was.
repairing her cordless phone.
Yeah, or taping
I mean,
into her
okay.
hand. Yeah.
Robert fixes trucks with toothbrushes, a Zippo lighter, and who knows what else. Me, I fix Mom's electronics with duct tape.
And really,
So-
anybody who's worth a salt can fix pretty much anything with duct tape. So
Oh yeah, I mean it's the universal fix for anything.
we aren't being sponsored by duct tape.
Yeah, I was
but
gonna
if
say-
there's anybody from duct tape listening, you know,
Get a hold of us, yeah.
Hey, duct tape, I'm available.
Yeah,
I have reasonable rates.
yeah. Just come talk to us. Send us an
that's
email. Yeah.
That's how I met my wife. Was on the duct tape aisle at Walmart.
Really? Is that a real story?
Yeah, I can say that because she's not in here. Right
Oh, okay, I was
now.
gonna say, is she in the chat? Can she confirm
It
this?
makes
Yeah.
it makes for a hell of a good story, though. Yeah.
Oh man, Carol Ann, you need to
Which
confirm or
happens to
deny
be
this.
right by the fishing stuff. Yeah.
Oh, the duct tape buys the fishing stuff. That makes sense. Mr. Tom Kirk, who is the host of Road Tested Living, would you please explain to us who you are? What you do for a living. Obviously, you're a driver, but tell us a little bit more about that, and also tell us about your show, Road Tested Living.
Well, I've been driving truck for just about 13 years after a career at radio. Excuse me. I get that stuck in my throat when I try to say that.
Please don't die on air.
But after
Yeah.
10 years of working retail electronics, I had an evening where it was either I quit or I throw somebody through a plate glass window. I quit.
we've all been there.
Yeah, happens to the best of us.
Sometimes I wonder if I made the right decision, but that's a whole different conversation. But anyways,
What he
got
didn't
into
say is
trucking,
that he didn't say
and
that he didn't
really
throw
have
anyone
had a
through
lot
the
of
window.
fun with it. What was that, Dave?
I was going to say what you didn't say is you didn't throw anyone through a glass window, so you could have done that and still became a trucker.
Possibly, after the prison record and everything. But,
Stuff happens.
but anyways, got out driving truck, and after about 5-6 years in the industry, I noticed I was gaining weight. My blood pressure numbers were starting to get a little bit goofy, things of that nature, and I started making some changes, but I wasn't at a, for lack of a better word, a crisis point yet. I wasn't at the point where I really had to make some changes. And a few years later, I started having to make some of the changes. And it was some stuff I had been doing. I really, at one point, had actually given up hope, for lack of a better term. I just faced it. Hey, I'm a truck driver. And I just got an incoming news flash from the Carol Ann Weaver News Network.
Oh,
Bill,
boy.
your nose is growing bigger.
Oh.
Thanks to duct tape.
Thanks to
I'm
duct tape.
not quite sure what that is about, but Bill, I think you may be in trouble.
Uh-oh.
I won't be home for a week. She'll forget about it.
Oh, yeah. Christ.
If we hey, Madison, there'll be something extra in your Christmas stocking if you send her this video.
Yeah.
But anyways,
Poor Maddie.
I started making some changes. I really had given up hope. I'm like, I listen, face it, I'm going to end up on the state ad machine. I'm going to be fat. I'm a truck driver. This just isn't working. And of all things that really made a change in my life, I volunteered, to my great shame, to do our New York City fleet delivering meat every day for about 6 months. And in that process, I pretty much staged 90% of the time at the Vince Lombardi in New Jersey. For those of you who've been there, you have a choice. Fried chicken or Burger King.
Clear choice.
I'm really not that big of Popeye's fried chicken every day, and I don't like Burger King. So
What?
I started cooking on my truck again. I'd done that when I first got in the industry to save money. And I just started cooking more on the truck. And next thing I knew, I lost 25, 30 pounds between walking some, around New York City to get to the shippers and receivers. Because anybody who's delivered in New York knows you're rarely lucky enough to be able to park near your customer. You usually park about 4 blocks away and have to walk to your customer.
I'd just like to say that
depending on what you're delivering and where.
Popeye's chicken is the best thing ever. So I think you made the wrong decision there.
I can only eat so much of a good thing.
By the way, the show is not sponsored
yes,
by Popeyes.
Are you sharing recipes? Is that what you're going to do?
That's going to be some of the show. We're actually on our first episode. We're going to share a couple of recipes. And the show is going to be a little bit of in flux. It's going to not necessarily be the exact same format every week. So some weeks we're going to talk cooking and recipes. We'll bring some of the people from some of the cooking groups in, some of the people that cook on their trucks to kind of do some of the things that works for them. Because one of the misconceptions about being healthy on the truck is that you have to be trying to lose weight or you have to be doing this. If there's a few drivers that I know that do cook on the truck, but they're not looking to lose weight. They just want to eat what they call good food. Well, when you're fixing your own food, you know what you're putting into your mouth. When you go into the truck stop, you hope it's food. Some days at some of the truck stops,
Food, maybe.
It may be cardboard from the Civil War. It's a little hard to say. Sometimes I actually think Civil War cardboard would taste better.
Mystery meat.
Yes, Hal.
Question for you, only because I'm not a trucker, but I have the
Okay.
luxury of working with truckers now more. What about what to use? Because as I'm not a trucker, if I was a new trucker, I would think what do I actually buy to have on my truck? That would be the first.
There's really 2 or 3 ways you can go. If you can have an inverter in your truck, you're pretty much almost any kitchen appliance within reason is doable on the truck. You need to make sure it works with the inverter in your truck in terms of wattage and the inverter type. And these are some of the things that actually brings up another great point. We're going to be going on the show. We're going to be talking about the electronics that you use in the truck. What works, what doesn't. The differences between, road tested living is about having a better life. Really, at the end of the day, it's trying to figure out how to maximize your life at home. So some of this is going to be geared more to the truck driver, but some of this is going to be just as applicable for somebody at home. Because, hey, if I can figure out how to make a meal in about 30 minutes, and actually almost 2 years ago at Dallas, I was given a challenge. I stupidly accepted. I had a panel of judges, including some celebrities from the trucking industry and a NASCAR driver, and they gave me 30 minutes to make a 4-course meal.
Wow.
We pulled it off in 30 minutes and 15 seconds.
Jeez.
We went just barely over.
How many of those
But-
courses involve peanut butter and jelly?
Yeah, I was
is
gonna
my-
say, yeah.
is my
None
question.
of them.
I can make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich in 30 minutes.
Things
Yeah.
like our version, my version, and Robert Green actually helped pull a couple of the recipes together. We did a version of tiramisu on the truck.
Wow.
And ramen
Using
noodles.
common ingredients that you can find in almost any truck stop. What you can't find some fresh fruit, you can use some fruit preserves. But it's basically coffee, yogurt, a little bit of dark chocolate, some fruit, and angel food cake or pound cake. And you basically just assemble it, and we kind of did it more like a trifle. So it's a combination of 2 or 3 desserts rolled into one. And I literally had Marcia Campbell from WSM's All Nighter going up to me, I want the recipe.
And of course,
So that was kind of a cool thing. But,
Okay, Rachel Ray,
I
yeah.
also had a job that if Cassie hit the main circuit, to be her personal chef. It was kind of fun. So, but that was a great show. But it was showing drivers that we can have fun with this. It can be easy to cook on the road if you want to. It doesn't just have to be burgers. It can be actually something that's a little bit more interesting, for lack of a better term. And road tested living is just going to be some of my experiences. There's going to be some honesty in my show. There's going to be some of the struggles that I've had with weight. Kind of like Robert, he's had his ups and downs with trucking, and that's some of what's going to be discussed on my show is some of these ups, these downs, the good, the bad. We're going to bring on guests. We're going to talk technology. We're going to talk personal electronics. We're going to talk a little bit of everything. Yeah, Robert?
I said the ugly.
That too.
Yeah,
So-
the good, the bad, and the ugly. And that's really kind of what road tested living is going to be about. It's just going over how to have a better life. And something I've said off and on for a while. If we as drivers can figure out how to have a great quality of life on the road, and if you look at some of the drivers out here, they're pretty darn happy. They're involved in running races, or they have bicycles that they go tour the countryside with, or they're involved in different kinds of charity and things like that. But if these drivers can figure out how to have a great quality of life on the road, and that's some of the stories we're going to be talking about, well, what's the excuse for some of the people at home?
Very true. So basically, Tom Kirk is the Martha Stewart of the Chrome and Steel Radio Network.
and the secret ingredient, Tom.
Lord.
The secret ingredient is love, right?
Yeah, we're gonna start calling you
Hi,
Martha
Martha.
Stewart. Hi, Martha. Yeah.
It's gonna be your new
My
nickname.
attorneys will be talking to all of you in the morning about my lack of royalties from this show.
Oh man. Okay.
This
so-
show is not sponsored by Martha Stewart.
Yeah, this show is not sponsored by Martha Stewart whatsoever in any affiliation at all. Okay.
Or Martha Stewart Industries.
Or
Inc.
yeah, any of it, whatever. Yeah, I don't want insider trading talks, nothing like that. We're not going to jail. That's not happening. All right. Oh boy, yikes. All right.
We're
So
in trouble.
yeah, road tested living is Tom. You are releasing your show at noon on Wednesdays, right?
Yes.
Okay.
At least that's what the lovely producer has said. If I don't have it to her by noon on Wednesdays, I'm in trouble.
Yeah. So if you guys are looking for road tested, if you are looking for Martha Stewart of trucking, come to chromasterradio.com and on Wednesday specifically at noon, and there'll be a new episode of Road Tested Living for you guys there. So yeah, we're gonna get in so much trouble. It's not even funny, but it's all right.
Any similarities, real or implied, to other people's or persons
Yeah.
is purely coincidental.
I mean, like a little
Disclaimer on the bottom of
disclaimer
all
at the
this.
bottom. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Oh my God.
With friends like you who needs dispatchers and ex-wives,
Precisely.
Exactly. Yeah.
And we attack everybody equally. We just
Yes.
don't care.
Yeah.
it's
There's
just
no.
that some of us seem to be more equal than others.
Why do you think Jack stays off
we,
camera?
Exactly.
If you feel like we're picking on you, then we're probably doing our job.
Yeah. We probably are. Yeah.
Just want to keep it loose, keep it fun.
I just realized you're wearing a Santa hat, Tom.
Is he? I can't see it
Well,
over there.
Yes, and this is a very, very special Santa hat. I couldn't find my black one that says Bah Humbug, but this has a nice little pin on it that says Bah Humbug and proud of it.
Oh my.
Uh-oh.
This is season to be Grinchy.
Wow. Okay, we just lost half our listeners.
I was gonna say, yeah. Tom hates Martha Stewart hates Christmas. It's over. Yep.
And the funny thing is I'm one of the guys that help support the Truck Drivers Christmas group,
Yeah.
and I walk around with a Grinch hat.
Yikes. You are the
Well, you know, the
ultimate cliche.
Grinch's heart did grow 3 sizes, so
Yeah. You're the new Grinch, the one that that went through his little mental crisis there and came out good on the other side, right?
I'm not sure if I came out of my mental crisis, but that's a whole other conversation.
Oh God.
Dave,
Oh my.
I would like to point one thing out. You didn't really talk about yourself enough. I want to personally
no.
thank you for all you've done getting Chrome and Steel built back up where we can go live. You've took 90% of this has been on your shoulders.
I would
And,
like to thank Madison
and your
Williams.
team.
Our producer,
Well,
Maddie, has done a lot, so thank her too.
You and Maddie, and Maddie gets kind of left out because I don't know her personally.
Because she's not here now.
Certainly don't mean it that way, but I do appreciate, as everybody else does, everything you've done, and we'll get better and better with this as time goes by. But thank you for everything you've done, and
I appreciate that, guys.
We're going to make this great. And for everybody out there listening, if you've got an idea for some content you'd like to hear, perhaps you'd love to hear a show about Tom Kirk mentioned bicycling, very healthy, exercise, swimming. You know, somebody that loves to talk about that stuff, can talk about it in bursts and keep it interesting. Let us know.
We'd love to hear more stuff about motorcycles, about classic cars, anything you can think of that you have a passion for. We want that to be open to everybody.
Absolutely, yeah. So the initial shows that we have right now, I think we have 5 or 6 plus our little. By the way, guys, I want to mention now these Chrome and Steel parties that we're calling them right now, or whatever, are going to be a monthly kind of thing. So we're going to get all the hosts together once a month and kind of sit down for a little while and just chat about this crap, whatever we're talking about right here. So I hope you guys join us every month for this, because this is going to be the exciting kind of party for Chrome and Steel, and then everybody goes and watches the individual shows. So yeah, that's kind of our schedule there. Well, we didn't talk about the Jack and Dave show, did we?
Nope.
We did not. Okay.
You're up.
Do we have to talk about the Jack and Dave show? It's my turn to get shit on. It's great. Woo.
You need to throw in a shameless plug ahead of time there. For
Okay.
Jack's Chrome
So,
job.
all right. As you guys know, you might not know actually, Jack and I are the owners of a chrome shop here in Indiana called Jack's Chrome Shop. You might have heard of us. And we deal mostly in owner-operator, Peterbilt, Kenworth, working show truck kind of stuff, but we do a lot of different trucks. And we really enjoy going to shows, and we're really involved in the show truck industry. And so if you guys out there, especially you owner-operators, and if you're not, if you're allowed to customize your truck, go ahead and check out our website, jackschromeshop.com. We have, I don't know how many thousands of parts up there, but quite a few. And we really appreciate you guys checking that out, and we really love working in the chrome industry. So, and if you guys would like to go visit jackschromeshop.com, you guys can get a discount, and it also helps Chrome and Steel Radio out as well if you use the discount or the coupon code CSR10, and that will give you 10% off your order, and also that helps Chrome and Steel Radio out too, which I know you guys want to do that because you love us. So go ahead and go to jackschromeshop.com and use that coupon code CSR10 to get your 10% off. So I appreciate it. And do you want to talk about the Jack and Dave show now?
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about the show. Basically, we're going to be talking about things that we notice about the trucking industry, that we really love about the trucking industry, some things that maybe we don't like about the trucking industry. But, you know, the biggest thing that we love is truckers. And so we want to bring content that matters to them. Sometimes it'll be funny, sometimes it'll be emotional. But most of all, we want to bring content that's going to help truckers to kind of relate to each other, unwind, everything that gets them past the daily grind. And but it will be related to trucking and trucking news, all sorts of stuff that we can.
We'll be talking about all different kinds of stuff. We're going to try to really stay away from some of the more political stuff. That's not really our the vibe of the show. That's not really who we are. I mean, if you guys have not been to a truck show around the country yet, you definitely should. It's an experience, and we love going to these truck shows. We love having a good time. We love talking about trucks of all kinds, and you know, picking out our favorite ones and new chrome pieces and lights, and I mean, we like all that good stuff, all the good chrome stuff, and we're going to talk about that in our favorite shows and mats, I'm sure. We're going to talk about you know, where to go there, and a whole bunch of different stuff. It's kind of going to be you know, a little insight into the Jack's Chrome Shop world and what we do here, and you know, it's going to be fun because you have, you know, both owners here to kind of let it all out. What's going on in the chrome industry and what's going on outside of the driver's seat, basically. So that is the Jack and Dave Show, and we are streaming it live actually at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every Monday. So you guys can get in your trucks every Monday, get a cup of coffee, and
Dave,
listen to
where's
us.
that going to be streamed live on?
Guys, for all the audience out there, we stream all of our stuff, all the Chrome and Steel Radio stuff. It will be streamed on Facebook and also on YouTube. So for those who aren't aware, Chrome and Steel Radio is really going to be based around our social media and our YouTube platform. We're going to be posting a lot of videos and a lot of our audio content on YouTube, and then distributing it out from there. And it's I guess if you guys really want to keep up with our content, I would definitely subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you search Chrome and Steel Radio on YouTube, or I'm sure we'll have a link below. Definitely subscribe to us there, and you can stay up to date. So
on Monday, tomorrow, actually, we're going to be talking about our naughty or nice list, and it looks like we're going to have to add Tom to the naughty side.
Definitely.
Of the list.
Freaking Grinch, yeah.
But I think we can keep Hope and Bill
I
and
just
Robert.
shared our live broadcast. That should take me back to the good side.
Okay, yeah. Now we're even. Now it's just everything is set
Clean
right.
slate.
Exactly.
That's right.
Now you're not on the list though. Yeah, exactly. But we're gonna talk about naughty and nice tomorrow. We're also gonna, if you guys haven't yet, you will meet our producer, Madison. She's also the social media manager here at Jack's Chrome Shop. She does a fantastic job, and I wish she was here because my job would be 10 times easier. But that's all right. Yeah, Jack and Dave Show, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday mornings. Good deal.
Now, Dave, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I am
since you made everybody else divulge information.
I am a 75-year-old transvestite woman.
Go back to your birth.
Oh, yeah. I was born in 1886 in London, England. No, I was born here in the Midwest, specifically near Chicago. I grew up here in Indiana, went to high school actually around this area, and graduated from Purdue. What year is it now? 2018, yeah. Let's see, I graduated in 2016 and then again in 2017. I own a chrome shop with the man that's right across from me right here, Jack, and I enjoy classic cars. I own a classic 1973 C10, and I love machinery and equipment, and anything mechanical is kind of my deal. So also, unlike my partner in crime over here, I am unmarried and have no children, so my Friday, Saturday, Sunday nights are spent drinking beer by myself. So Jack, why don't you tell us about your wonderful
So ladies, that means he's available?
Oh God.
Yeah,
slide in
if
those
you can
DMs.
deal with them.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you can deal with me.
Being a business partner is a little bit like a marriage.
Basically, yeah.
No, I grew up basically around the trucking industry for about 20 years. I've been around trucks and never actually drove a truck, but I've been around trucks, selling parts for trucks, and it's just really been a passion of mine because I enjoy the people, I enjoy the culture. As far as me personally, I am married. Been married for 8 years now. Have 3 kids, a 5-year-old, a 3-year-old, and a 3-month-old. And my wife says that we're having at least 4, and I say we are having at most 4. So we'll probably have one more by the time it's all said and done.
So you're having more than 4, is basically what you're saying.
Yeah.
We compromised and had 7, yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Do you see, guys, this is why this works between Jack and I, is because I have no responsibility, and he has all the responsibility. So that's basically why it works. But yeah, that's the Jack and Dave Show, and that is Jack and Dave. That's who we are. So yeah, does anybody have any questions for us? I know we're not very exciting, but that's okay.
Jack, I am betting we can fix the issue of you not being.
Uh-oh.
Thankfully that cut out.
Thankfully that cut out. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where that was going, but
it might be good that it did.
Yeah.
No.
For the sake of his marriage.
Oh man.
We could probably fix him not driving a truck.
There you go.
Oh, there
okay.
we go.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes.
Hop in one.
That would be fun.
Can we do burnouts? As long as we can do burnouts, I'll be there.
Robert Green and I have talked about starting our own truck driving school that combines teaching new drivers how to drive and combining it with a NASCAR driving school.
Oh God.
There you go.
We're thinking on how to do this out there.
It's called the Ricky Bobby School of
So does this
Truck
mean
Driving.
that Cassie Gannis will be our lead instructor?
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to book Cassie to come in and be a guest instructor once in a while. And,
This sounds
we're gonna
like
show people how to take a curve at 110 miles an hour, pulling a tank load of liquid behind you.
This
and
isn't-
doing it safely. That's the thing. Everything we do will be done safely. So,
every
that's
every
the thought.
insurance company in the world right now is recording this for
Yes.
liability
They-
purposes. Yeah.
They probably just pulled me off the insurance. They're like, we don't need
Oh
you.
yeah. Yeah.
I
Nope.
was going to say, Bill, you just doubled our insurance cost.
Seriously.
Mine and yours.
Oh man.
And hey, Carol Ann just come in on chat and brought up a point. She said, "Are there any plans to go live at truck shows?" And actually, yes, there is.
Yes.
We're wanting to have a lot of involvement with truck shows.
Yeah. Do you want to talk
And
about
as
that?
sponsors come along, and of course, all this stuff takes money, so we've got to get advertisers in here, and that'll be one thing we're going to do. We will be there to support our advertisers, and just so everybody knows, we're all in agreement. We will only take advertisers that put out honest, good business, honest, good products, and
Absolutely.
treat people right. We don't need nobody's dollar so bad, but we're going to sacrifice our morality or our ethics over it. And that's one thing everybody on this panel has agreed on. So I'm pretty excited about Mid America and GATS. I think we're going to have a good time and get a good response down there.
Yeah,
Maybe
I think
give away lots of prizes. We might give away every bit of the chrome from Jack's Chrome Shop.
every single piece. Yeah.
Every
Every single piece. Yeah. We're just gonna bring a truckload up and just kind of throw it off the side of the whoever catches it catches it. Couple stacks
You
here,
bet.
you know.
Just leave your door unlocked up there and just tell everybody that you're going to the truck show. Your door's unlocked. They'll
Come
do it
on
for you.
in,
You don't
yeah.
have to handle anything.
Come on in, grab whatever you can carry. Exactly, yeah. So speaking of mats, we were just talking about that. I know Chrome and Steel, we are planning on being there this year, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so Chrome and Steel will, and we were talking about live streaming there. Chrome and Steel, we plan on live streaming from mats. So those of you who are either on, too far away or aren't cool enough to be there, that's fine too. But we're gonna live stream a whole bunch of different events from there, and maybe have a little talk show while we're down in Louisville or however the hell you pronounce that. Louisville.
Okay. Can I just say, last year was my first time at Matt's.
Yeah.
And that is like trick or treating times like a million.
Yeah.
Like, holy cow! Like, bring your kids. People are walking around with bags the size of
Oh
me.
yeah. It's just
like,
free crap everywhere.
Wagons they're pulling, not with their kids in it, with shit in it. Like, holy
And
cow.
that's the free stuff. That's not even the stuff they bought.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's
Ridiculous.
just the free stuff. So if you've never gone to a trucker show, holy cats, you need to go.
Yeah,
Like, you
Bring
really-
money.
Bring bags.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you need to just bring your wagon and bring all of your children because they need to carry all these bags. Holy cats.
Pack mules.
For sure.
Hey,
Pro
I
tip
love
for
those.
drivers.
They'll have the big radio flyer wagons with the wood sides on them.
Yes.
They get these custom-made wagons, man, and some of these people just whatever's free, they grab it. And I'm like, what do you do with this stuff? Do you have a flea market or are you on this hoarding show on A&E? I mean,
Or both.
Or both, yeah.
but what's bad about it? Whenever you walk past the Rotella booth and they say, "Hey, would you like a free gallon of oil?" Well, your brain's saying, "Man, this is $22 in a truck stop. Of course I want."
Yeah, of course I do. What? Yeah.
Now you've got a truck show that's covering 100 square miles. You're walking around, and you quickly realize this gallon of oil has a lot of weight to it through the day. The further you walk, and what I like, and that's why I stay with the booths that give away free beer, because it goes down in weight through the day. It's awesome.
Yes.
Oh
Well,
my.
But no,
And
it's
this is-
right. You can have a blast at these truck shows, and if you like free giveaways and stuff, they give away millions and millions and millions of dollars for
Oh, yeah.
door prizes, free samples. It's an experience. Everybody needs to go to one, even if
I
you have
mean-
nothing to do with trucking.
Yeah, you have to
You
go.
can get. They give away everything from truck seats to heck. I think one year they gave away a truck. So
Wow.
But here's a pro tip: if you go to Mid America or any of the big trucking shows, for those of us who don't have room for the wagons, get yourself one of those little old lady shopping carts. They
Yes.
work great. You can throw in your backpack anything you need. You walk around, and people laugh at you at first. Then by the end of the day, I've
be
actually
me.
had people walk up, $20. Can I borrow this and take this stuff out to my truck? So you can actually make it a side business too.
Yeah.
And for
So I'll
Matt's
tell
in
you what you need
particular,
to do to further on what Tom said, don't just get the little old lady shopping cart. Go ahead and hire a little old lady to drag it
Yeah.
There
around.
you go.
Exactly. Yeah.
get your hotel room now also, because
Yeah.
there will be no hotels
Absolutely none.
within
yeah.
like 30, 40-mile radius pretty quick.
Last year, I
And here's actually another tip. As much as I like using Priceline and some of those sites to get the best price, book your room through the actual website of the
Agreed.
hotel you want to stay in. It may cost more, but there was a problem 2 years ago in Matt's where they were taking people who had booked through Expedia and some of these other sites and kicking them out of their rooms to bring in people that they could bring in through their
Yikes.
own site at a higher rate.
wow.
Not that that ever happens, of course.
Last year, I slept in the worst hotel I think I have ever been in my life at Matt's, the Super 8 Motel on the south side of Louisville. And
It's hideous. I was there 2-3 years ago, and
I feared for my life.
Can't,
Yeah.
sleeping on the street is better. than
Seriously.
sleeping in a hotel.
I,
Free plug for them.
oh my God. Yeah.
Free
Seriously.
plug.
Yeah. Super 8 Motel, if you're listening, you suck. All right. You really
we
suck.
Went in there. We went in there. I kid you not. They had gotten Caroline and I a room, and we got up there, and this room, and I'm not saying this about Super 8 in general, because I've stayed in a lot of their hotels that have been really choice hotels. I mean, they've really taken care of it. But this room was so dirty. The bathroom had just pee stains all over the toilet, and Caroline needed to go to the bathroom when we got there. Bad. And we opened the door on the room, and she seen that. And she's like, I can't even use this.
Just go outside. Yeah.
And I went down to the desk, and they're telling me they didn't have any other rooms available. And we maybe made a little bit of a scene down there, but they miraculously come up with another room. And it was one of their quote unquote better rooms, and it was filthy. Just the dirtiest. I was proud to check out of there. I'll tell you that.
Oh yeah. If you guys are going
Bill,
to Matt's in Louisville,
was this the room that the rats and the roaches had a sign up that said we're out of here?
I'll tell you what, I didn't see any bugs, but boy, they've got a good place to live if they want to move somewhere.
yeah, they've got a place to stay. Yeah.
They might have left. It was too dirty.
Oh yeah. So if you guys are going to
I think that's
Matt's
what it was.
in Louisville, which is March 28th through the 30th this year, please get your hotel rooms now, because if you don't, you'll spend your weekend or night in a really awful hotel. So do it now, right now.
I know something nobody's covered.
What's
When
up?
you come to Louisville, you better come dressed for 90-degree weather or 10 below weather.
Yes.
Yeah,
Ha-
bring your
having it-
Bermuda
Yep.
shorts and your parka.
Yeah.
It did snow last year.
Yeah, all the show guys showed up in their nice little trucks that had already been polished and all that kind of stuff, and they spent thousands of dollars getting their trucks ready, and then they got just destroyed by like 5 inches of snow, and I was laughing the whole time.
Snowstorm, a legit snowstorm.
Oh yeah, it was bad. It was
There
coated.
was actual snowmen walking across the parking lot in truck parking.
When a person from Wisconsin says it was a snowstorm,
Yeah.
you know it
Oh
was a
yeah,
snowstorm.
then you know,
Yeah.
then you know it's a
Last year,
snowstorm.
We go to Louisville thinking we're gonna get a break, and here we drive into an effing snowstorm. Like my husband is like, "Oh my god!" Like trailing a semi for at least 3 or 4 hours, praying to get there. And then back in Wisconsin, it's like 60 degrees, an abnormally warm March.
Abnormally warm.
Like, what are the chances of that?
Yeah, I
can't
really
believe
hope it's not
just
snowing.
used the term effing.
Effing yeah.
Right.
I don't know what that means.
I dropped the F-bomb earlier and I felt bad, but I don't anymore. Yeah.
It was bad. It was crazy
It was
because
bad. It was
I
really
spent
Yeah.
I spent a gold mine. Well, Hennef Transportation spent a gold mine getting my truck all cleaned up and had the tank washed and everything. Had a brand new beautiful tank behind me, and these guys are out there scrubbing and polishing. Snow's flying while they're doing it. But we had to have this thing cleaned up. You can ask Robert Green. I pulled from from up there at the show where they were washing trucks all the way down to the Papa John's parking lot. I didn't drive. I bet I didn't move 2 miles an hour, did I, Robert? I had everybody probably aggravated behind me, but I didn't sling any muck up on that truck. So we got it down there. We got it down there clean. Then Lori Franklin parked beside me with her Peterbilt. Had it shut off for a while. That snow was going down in her sacks. And anyways, after a while, she decides to start her truck up. Well, that black melted soot and water goes up in the air. My white truck's right beside it. So it just rained black all over my white truck. So I'm out there with a wet terry cloth rag, trying to wipe this stuff off my truck.
I remember that.
Yeah, thank you for that. Yeah. Yeah, it was a great time though, and that's part of the great.
Hey, Lori, if you're listening, Bill harbors no bitterness or resentment about this whatsoever. He never talks about this ever.
He's gonna make me park next to you. This
Oh
year.
man.
Yeah, I'm not parking next year.
Yikes. Oh my God.
Lori's one of them. She's been in this business for years, and she's just absolutely awesome. I'd like to get her involved. I'd like to get her involved with this here at some point.
That'd be awesome.
As I will several of these other drivers. They've got a lot of interesting life experiences. A lot of them into things like Hope is, for instance, driver health, yoga, ways to work out on your truck, and stuff. And I think myself, that's a very important place this industry's going. I think people are starting to realize, hey, I've got to do something a little healthier here. I'm going to die one of these days. If you're going to die, at least die healthy. Don't die miserable.
Agreed.
Well,
Yeah.
I think
Go out with a good old corner.
like 3 out of every 10 trucking accidents is because of the trucker's health. Like
Some health related issues.
yeah,
Really?
that is a pretty high, high enough.
That's ridiculous.
That's something that you can change.
Yeah, it's a choice,
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah. Interesting.
And something else too that because I was driving earlier and was not overly paying attention to what was going on, but one thing that Hope mentioned is yoga, and Bill kind of mentioned this too. There's some of the stuff that she has shown me to do. I kind of looked at her and goes, "That's yoga? This is stuff I learned in like high school gym class." Or you look at some of the old Army field manuals that they show as stretches, and I'm going, this is the stuff you see like running backs in Dallas, well, not Dallas, but real football players doing before a game. And some of this is going, wait, that's yoga? And that's kind of one of the things that surprised me is yoga is not, like you said, downward, upside down, one-legged dog.
Mm-hmm.
I still like my new pose, the drunk dog. That's
You're
still my
just
favorite.
really-
I actually do like a
Yeah.
joke dog.
Madison to take a picture of you doing that for us, Dave.
Let me get right on
Your
that. Yeah.
yoga debut.
I need a
wanna
couple
post
beers
that moment.
beforehand, though. Yeah.
We could put that on the back of a mud flap, right?
Yeah, just a contorted. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, that's gonna happen. Oh man.
I will tell.
I do
I will
yoga
tell you
Wisconsinably.
one thing that I've learned, and I've been in these trucks a lot of years, and I've always had a lot of people tell me, do a lot of stretches. And Carol Ann's on me all the time. Do some stretches. And when that sciatica kicked in, that chiropractor told me out there, he said, I'm thinking he can go in there and pop something, fix this while I'm there. He'll just magically pop something, stretch me out, and it'll be good. He said this didn't happen right now in real time. He said this has been coming on a long time, and as such, it's going to take a long time to get rid of it.
And that's what people don't understand too, Bill, is that, it's like all of a sudden you reach for something or you get out of your truck and your back goes out. It wasn't really that instance that threw your back out, and people can't process that. And so those are some of the things that we're going to talk about. Okay, how can we prevent those things from happening? And it's not rocket science like what Tom said. It's like simple little stretches that you can be implementing into your day that are going to make a huge difference and also keep you on the road. So if you got that.
Bet. Or in Dave Coleman's case, since he's not a truck driver, he told me one of his worst fears is that he'll bend over to grab a cold beer out of the refrigerator and his back will go out and he'll fall and spill his
And
beer.
that would be
Yeah, I know.
awful.
Spill the
That
beer.
would
He has bad dreams. Yeah.
True story. When I was working at Radio Shack, I was bending down to take a disc out of a computer and blew my knee out.
How do you do that?
Was that when there was floppy disks, Tom?
Yeah, it was in the days of floppy disks, but this is actually a DVD. But I was bending down how the OSHA approved thing where you bend with your knees. Yeah, don't do the OSHA approved way. It blows your knee out. So do it the un-OSHA approved way. You blow your back out. Hey, pick one.
That has every earmark. That has every earmark of a trucker bullshit story, Tom. Starting with
I have a stack of
starting with
workers'
this
comp
is true. Never
documents
start with this
and
is true.
MRIs to prove
Let me tell you a story.
All right, I want to see
and
those
the thing is, I
scans,
looked
Tom.
at
Yeah.
the doctor,
Do you have proof?
and
Yeah.
Photos or it didn't
and I
happen.
looked at the doctor and said, I was bending to take this out of the computer. How did this happen? How could this happen? And he said, you probably 2-3 weeks ago, when you were loading or unloading a truck or moving a big computer box or something heavy, you damaged your knee, and everything lined up exactly right that day, and it went out just like that.
Man, those CDs are heavy. You got to lift with your
They are.
knees carefully. Like just make sure.
Lift with your legs, Tom, not your back.
Yeah.
CD will hurt you, man.
Exactly. Yeah. The case is the
No,
biggest
that's
problem.
the
It's the
problem.
heaviest
You
problem.
lift with your legs and your knee goes out. Lift with your back.
Oh yeah, you got to do a bend and twist motion. Bend and twist. Yeah, right there at the hips. Speaking of health,
and the thing is, you can't make this stuff up.
Speaking of health, by the way, do we want to talk about Back Shield now?
Yeah.
I think that might be a great time to do it.
Yeah,
Okay,
let's talk
whose
about
turn
Back
is it to
Shield.
talk about Back Shield? Hope, I think it's yours.
Oh boy.
I will, because I've worked with Les and I use the product and I've actually wrote for them some things for yoga and Back Shield. It's an amazing product, you guys. So I'm not a trucker, but they're, what would you even call it? An apparatus, an attachment to your
Gizmo
to your seat. Oh, there we go. Tom's got it. So the nice thing is it literally just slides on anything that you're sitting on. So whether it's your truck seat or your car seat or even, hey, a plane, whatever. I know Les was saying that he has people that lay on it on the floor. The nice thing about that is that it really brings your lordotic curve, which is your lower back into its right position.
That was a big word.
The nice thing about that is for a lot of truckers or people that are traveling, they go into what's called like a C-curve spine, where their spine goes backwards. And that's literally a formula for hip flexor and lower back issues guaranteed. So they're so ingenious and so smart. It's super lightweight. It's super easy to use. And it forces your spine in the right way to go back into its appropriate posture. Now, that being said, if you spend your whole life not sitting that way, at first you're going to be like, I don't like this product because it's something different. So I want to just encourage you that if you're going to go to the website, we're going to drop a code for you'd be able to purchase that. Just feel free to kind of like taper into it slow. Don't just go 8 hours and going to be sitting with that. Just kind of slowly implement it because your body has to have a new normal now. And it's hands down. I often refer my yoga students to buy that product because it's just so awesome.
I'm actually on the Back Shield website right now. And so for those of you who don't know, Back Shield is actually sponsoring the Chrome and Steel Radio Network. So thank you to Back Shield and to Les. But the Back Shield is, like Hope was talking about, it's an apparatus or something that you actually, I think you strap it to your seat. It looks like in this picture you actually, I have never used one, but they're sending us one here at Jack. So we're going to try this out. So, it looks to me, it's essentially what Hope was saying was it just makes you stand up or sit up straight in your chair. And so that's a big problem. Like we were talking about earlier, back problems, nerve problems of different kinds, just positioning and how you compose yourself, when you're sitting there for 8, 10, 12 hours in a truck seat, in an office chair. The gentleman that I was speaking to at Back Shield was telling me that he has one on his actual office chair in his office, so it's not just a trucking thing. They're also going to be going after some other industries, just like regular car stuff. You can put it in your car seat. But Back Shield is sponsoring Chrome and Steel. And for those of you who are interested in not looking like the Hunchback of Notre Dame, you can go to backshield.com and you can use the promo code CSR15. And CSR15 will give you 15% off, I believe, the price of the Back Shield, which is regularly $89.95. So that'll bring it down to like $75 or like something like that. It might be $15 off instead of 15%, but the end retail price is, I believe, $75, which is a pretty, that I would say that's a steal, honestly, because some of the
compared
others,
to chiropractic
yeah, I was going to say,
expenses,
if you want to go to a chiropractor every week instead, I mean, you could spend an upwards of hundreds of dollars a month. So.
I'll tell you what, Robert and I were having this conversation when we were having a meeting with the group talking about the Back Shield the other day, because both Robert and I use it, and they did give us ours to try, and we've tried to break and we've tried to do a bunch of different things to them to see how well they hold up on the truck. And you know what? To show you how serious I am, I'll give up my back shield, $250, and you can have it.
The special low offer of $250. Yeah.
Hey, anybody drops and gives me $250, you can have my back shield. I'll also be on my way to buy one that quick afterwards. And if you mention the special offer code, Jack and Dave Show, it's $300.
Exactly.
Special price just for Jack and Dave listeners.
Hey, Tom, can I get that signed, please?
Yeah, I want a signature at least. Yeah.
I'll sign it for you guys. $300 cash, it's yours.
There you go.
All right.
But if you would like one that doesn't cost over $100, you can get one on backshield.com for $75. And so let me read some stuff
and
here.
Free shipping.
And is there free shipping, really?
Yes.
That is a sick deal.
This deal, because Robert and I worked on it with Backshield for a couple of days. This is something we worked really hard because, one, we believe in the product. It's a great product. But we wanted to make sure we got this Chrome and Steel listeners the best possible rate. And between the free shipping and everything else, I think it's probably one of the best deals out there.
I think,
if not the best.
In the
You will
store.
not regret this purchase. This is
Yeah, no, not at all.
everything: back pain, neck pain, digestive. There's so many things that tie into poor posture. So if you're feeling a little lazy and you don't want to do anything, this is probably a good option for you. Just kind of sit better, and at least you have one thing going for you.
I feel like you're speaking directly to me. Yeah.
My neck looks right at you when I'm talking to you, Dave, trying to yes, you.
I hope you're scaring the hell out of me. Calm down.
There.
But here's the other thing. And particularly if, let's say, you're a small fleet owner, a small business owner, this could be a great gift idea for your staff for Christmas or an end of the year thank you gift or a bonus of some kind. Hey, Shannon, I'm glad you love your Shannon Kerr's in the chat, and she loves hers. And Shannon, tell me if you agree with me. How much money would somebody have to give you for you to give up your back shield? If you posted that in the chat, I'm kind of curious on that. But it really does make a difference. And I got a chance to sit in Bill Weaver's new minimizer seat here the other day, and I'm kind of going, okay, first of all, that seat has massages in places that, woohoo! I was rather happy, but that's a whole other conversation. But the thing is, the seat.
PG
Take
folks.
that back, Tom. Everybody's getting an image of what you just said.
Take that back. Shut up, son. Shut up, son.
Why did we do this live? Yeah.
Thank you, Robert. My conscience was a little slow today. But the thing is after sitting in that, when you sit in a normal truck seat, you just feel like you're kind of crush in on yourself, for lack of a better term. And I sat in Bill's seat, and I'm going, this is about the closest thing I've ever felt to the back shield without the back shield on there. So you can go spend a whole bunch of money on a seat if you're a company driver. That's not a real good option. Or you can get a back shield.
Or you can spend $75 and get it shipped straight to your door.
Yes.
You bet you.
So thank you.
Shannon won't even give hers up for money. It's priceless.
Dave,
It's priceless.
What's the code again?
It is CSR15. So go to backshield.com, spelled just like it sounds, and purchase your back shield. Use the coupon code CSR15. I believe they're $90 retail in any of the TA Petro stations, so you get $15 off plus free shipping. So I'd say that's pretty good.
Petro may have a slightly different price, but the normal retail is $90. And here's a quick interesting note. Gary, the guy who founded Backshield, was a businessman, had a lot of back problems, tried a whole bunch of different things, nothing worked. And he said there has to be a better way. So he took some of his own money and invested, and this is the product they came up with. And Gary, if you're watching, thank you, Gary. Thank you.
Thank you for single-handedly making all of the trucking population less lazy. Thank you. Yep. I'm just kidding. I'm going to give so much crap for this. Yeah, I'm going to give so much crap for this. We are actually coming up on time, so there's a couple things we need to cover before we get done. It's actually 7:20. We plan on doing this for 90 minutes. So let's cover a couple things before we get out of here. We probably will go over, but let's talk about the Chrome and Steel Truck Stop and Chrome and Steel Truck Stop Employee of the Year. I know you guys have been super excited about this, but Chrome and Steel is actually We are naming the Truck Stop and Truck Stop Employee of the Year for 2018, and we are asking for your nominations right now through Christmas Day, I believe, right? Is that when we're cutting it off? I think we're cutting off Christmas Day,
Yes.
and then we'll be doing runoffs between the most popular truck stops. Truck stops and truck stop employees. So the finalists from the nomination phase will go against each other, and we'll kind of do a poll to see who has more support. And the winner, Tom, can you explain what the winner gets?
The winner of the
Winners,
Truck Stop of the Year is going to get a nice plaque from Minimizer. Minimizer, for those you don't know, makes some great truck accessories, seats, fenders, the original poly fender toolboxes, a whole bunch of great products that are designed to be tough and rugged for the truck. But they are promoting a concept called Respect a Driver. And they're not just for what they do, but they're encouraging all businesses to treat the drivers with respect and to make products that provide quality and value. So they wanted to get behind this, and they're going to give a real nice plaque to the winning truck stop. Our friends from Road Pro, family of brands, we're going to put together a nice little package for the winning truck stop employee of the year. There may also be a plaque for them. I got to go back and check that one email. I didn't get a chance to read it before the show tonight for some strange reason. Thank you, Atlanta, for screwing up my plans. But, Minimizer, Road Pro, they're being, great sponsors of this because they really do believe, and part of this contest got started from a conversation that Bill and I was having one day. He said, there's so many people out there who provide service for the drivers that are the truck stop employees, and they really don't get a thank you or a shout out. He says, there has to be a way. So him and I got talking, and then something else happened, and can't reveal that because that's part of the next Road Tested Living show of how this whole contest kind of got started. So tune in Wednesday to find out how this whole contest got started. But it was from some conversations with a truck stop employee and Bill Weaver. So, Bill, shout out to you. Thanks a lot.
So,
Well, I'll tell you something, and we all firmly believe there are so many support mechanisms for what we do, and we all focus on driving because that's what we do. It's like Hope focuses on what she does because it's her primary, it's what she does. But trucking is so involved in every aspect of the world, not just America. But for that to happen, there's a lot of people out here that are, they're repairing fuel pumps at truck stops. They're fixing their roller dog weenies. They're running the Hardees. They're doing this, doing that, and those people don't get enough respect. They're, for the most part, very low paid. The mom and pop truck stops are, for the better part, gone because of incredible high overheads and lack of being able to keep staff because they can't pay them real good. I think we all agree all these people need some recognition because without all of us working together, we're just separate out here. Even the chrome shops like Dave and Jack's doing. I mean, it's all of us. It's all the supporting industries that keeps these trucks going. It's
100%
not just
agree.
the drivers.
So, we, like I said earlier, kind of the details of this competition, it's not really a competition, a contest. We are awarding the Truck Stop and Truck Stop Employee of the Year on December 31st. I think that's a Monday, so we'll probably reveal that on the Jack and Dave show. And we'll also post it up on the Chrome and Steel Radio stuff.
Were we revealing it on the 31st? We're revealing it on the 1st. I can't remember.
I can't remember either. Either way, someone will let people know.
I'm looking it up.
But we'll if you want to enter, if you want to nominate someone, we're actually taking nominations. There's a post on the Chrome and Steel Radio Facebook page that we kind of announced this on, and I will share that later tonight. And you guys, all you have to do is go onto that post, and you need to nominate your truck stop, your favorite truck stop or truck stop of the year. So just tell us the name of the truck stop, where it is, and also tell us why that's your favorite truck stop, or why you believe that it should be the truck stop of 2018. And also, same thing with truck stop employee. Please let us know their name, what truck stop they're at, where that truck stop is, and why they are the truck stop employee of 2018. So I will share that after we get off stream here, but please put your nominations in soon. We're going to be closing that off on Christmas Day, which is not this coming Tuesday, but next Tuesday. So we will, let's see, you have, I don't know, 8 days to nominate your Truck Stop and Truck Stop Employee of the Year. So that's exciting.
Sorry, Dave, but they do not have to be the same. The Truck Stop Employee of the Year does not have
Correct.
to work for the Truck Stop of the Year.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Correct.
I mean, nominate whoever you want. I mean, if you wanted to nominate Billy Bob Joe from, wherever, and then go over to California and have your favorite truck stop there, go for it. But we're really excited about that because we want to highlight some of the best truck stops and truck stop employees in the industry, because I'm sure the drivers can attest that there are some truck stops and some truck stop employees out there that are not the greatest. So,
and I stand corrected. It's December the 31st, and
Is
we
it?
are doing it, and it is on the Jack and Dave show. It really helps when I read our show notes.
So yeah, 10 a.m. December 31st, we'll be announcing the Truck Stop and Truck Stop Employee of the Year. So please nominate, and please let your friends know, because they can also nominate people. There's no limit on if you have to like Chrome and Steel or anything like that. Just nominate whoever you want. Have your friends nominate someone, because they're going to get the Truck Stop employee is going to get that really cool care package from Road Pro, and the Truck Stop will get the plaque. So yeah, make sure you guys enter in that. I think we have like one more thing. Do you guys want to talk about the future of Chrome and Steel and where we're going with that, and then we can wrap up and wrap up our first party. So future plans for Chrome and Steel Radio, Bill Weaver. I think we're going to Matt's. I think our goal is to add a couple more people to the Chrome and Steel Radio team coming here soon. So we're looking for, if you guys out there are writers, or if you know a writer, we're looking for some kind of writer to come, and there's a whole bunch of different details that we'll have to work out, but we're looking for a writer to bring content to our website. So if you guys know a phenomenal writer, have them contact us, and so yeah, please do that. And also, we are looking for Tom. What else are we looking for? A couple more shows, and
I think we're looking pretty much for anything. If you want to do a video podcast of some kind, or an audio show, there's openings for that. There's openings for bloggers. If you like doing social media content, pretty much anything. If you have an interest, get a hold of us, and we'll see if there's a fit. If what you want to do is working with what we want to do, because we want this to be somebody that builds everybody up and everybody has fun with. So, if you would like to see if there is a fit between everybody, get a hold of us. A couple of us will get on a call with you, and we'll see if it looks like it's going to be a good fit that makes everybody happy. But I know we've got a bunch of different things we're talking about, and my brain got percolating for a couple of show hosts tonight. So there may be a few people getting emails in the next few days going, hey, and if a certain friend in Arizona is listening to this who happens to like going around and around and only knows how to make left turns, yeah, you're on that list.
oh man, sounds like you have somebody in mind. But like Tom was saying, definitely get a hold of us, and we're trying to build a community of like-minded people here that want to create content for the trucking industry, or not just the trucking industry, but anything Chrome and Steel related, Americana. So yeah, get a hold of us.
It could be if you have an interest in pets. It could be a pet show, a show about hobbies. Something that surprised me the other day is how many people quilt on their trucks.
Really?
So hey, it may not be the show for me, but there's a bunch of people who quilt on their trucks. So
hey, I'm building an
it'd be
Afghan
cool to
right
have
now.
I think that's
napkin.
knitting.
Yeah.
But
Oh, man. There you
Yeah.
go.
I'm not knitting right
knitting,
here.
crocheting,
By
but
the
there's
way.
actually people who do quilting and things like that.
That's fun.
So we want to do content for everybody. And it doesn't even necessarily, we'd love to see a show that's maybe done by a wife at home about what it's like to be the wife of a truck driver.
Absolutely. If you guys are interested, or if you know someone who might be interested, please send us an email at info@chromeandsteelradio.com, and we will get with you guys as soon as we can and see if it's a good fit. So it's a great opportunity to kind of increase your platform and increase your, whatever kind of brand you're trying to build there. So get a hold of us. I think that's the big takeaway from there.
And the one thing to reiterate what you had said earlier, Dave, we want to lean away from the negative. You're not going to come on here and hear a bunch of griping about e-logs, about this or that, about trucks. We want to reinforce the positive. This industry, as with anything, whether you're a doctor, lawyer, CPA, or whether you mow grass out here, there's negative to all of it. The thing is, if it's what you do for a living, we're in the greatest country in the world. Let's be proud of it, and let's support one another. And because the thing is, we're not going to quit what we're doing. There's no sense in sitting around constantly bitching and whining about it.
That's right.
Let's support one another. If somebody's having a bad day, hey, let's help them through it.
Absolutely. Positive.
Positivity. Positivity pushes all the negative away.
100%. Absolutely.
And kind of picking up on what Bill said here, a bunch of us know that drivers sometimes this time of year don't get to be at home. If you get a chance to do something nice for somebody, whether you're a driver or not, you've had a good year, maybe buy a cup of coffee or a lunch for somebody, particularly if you're out on the road Christmas Day. But a bunch of trucking families this year have fallen on some hard times, and truckerschristmasgroup.org is in the midst of a fundraiser. And this year we have a record number of nominations. And unfortunately, Friday, the Grinch hit our internet server, and it went, to put it mildly. So we thank to some great people. I can't think of the young lady now from the company who's donated countless hours to get the website up and running. It's back up and running. We're able to accept donations. We're also taking nominations for families in need till I believe it's midnight tonight Eastern. So 11:59 p.m. If you know of somebody in need, make sure you have a nomination there. But we can use some help in terms of donations. There's a Christmas store you can buy gifts from. There's some great products there. And most importantly, this is a way to help some of these families in need. And Bill Weaver unintentionally wrote our anthem, Truckers Save Christmas. So
there you go.
This is a way we can try to help some of the brothers and sisters out there who have fallen on some hard times. And, this is a great way to do that. So if you've had a good year, please feel free to help. And hopefully I'll make everybody a little bit happier this year.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, that was 90 minutes, actually 93 minutes of Chrome and Steel Radio. There you go.
Dave, you're long-winded.
I know, right? I couldn't shut up. So I appreciate everybody for watching. Let's do a couple shout-outs before we get out of here. I want to say thank you to Madison, obviously, for all of her efforts in here. I want to say thank you to...
Thank you, Maddie.
Thank you, Maddie. I know you're probably not watching right now, but you'll see this tomorrow. Thank you to Bill Weaver for just being an outstanding person and kind of putting this all together. He's kind of the mastermind behind all of this. Thank you to Hope for coming in only a couple weeks before our launch and just killing it and just doing some awesome stuff. She's gone above and beyond to be here, and so I really appreciate that. Thank you to Tom Kirk for being the most amazing idea guy that I know. He has so many ideas for what we're going to do in the future, and I'm very excited for them. And thank you to Robert for being the motivation for all of us. He's really pushed us to go above and beyond what we're doing here. And so thank you to all four of you, and thank you to Jack for kicking my ass daily to do better and bigger things. So thank you to everybody, and thank you for everyone that's watching. And our show will be on tomorrow. The Jack and Dave show will be on tomorrow at 10 a.m. And then we have, I don't think we have anything Tuesday, but Wednesday we have Road Tested Living at noon, so that'll be released. On Thursday we have a double lineup of Hope. Her show is Daily Dose of Hope, and also we have Bill Weaver at night at 7 p.m. with Out on the Road with Bill Weaver. And then I believe, Robert, you are posting on Friday, either Tuesday or Friday, so Robert will be out there with Old School meets New School. And so we have a very full lineup of content, always adding more. And I believe we are also getting Doc on here. Doc is a chaplain, and so he's going to have a little kind of a biblical show on here as well. So he was not able to make it tonight, but we'll give you guys some more details on that when we have them. So that's kind of the last shout-outs. Does anybody want to say anything before we get out of here?
Don't forget to check out our great sponsors, the Jack's Chrome Shop, discount code
CSR10.
something?
CSR10. There's two discount codes tonight. They're very simple and very similar. For Jack's Chrome Shop, you get 10% off with CSR10 on jackschromeshop.com, and Chrome and Steel Radio gets a portion of that. So definitely help support the channel that way. And if you guys are looking for a back shield or something to improve your posture, please go to backshield.com and use the coupon code CSR15 to get $15 off of that order. So yeah, thank you to those guys, and also thank you to Minimizer and Road Pro for sponsoring the Chrome and Steel Radio Truck Stop and Truck Stop Employee of 2018.
Dave, I've written you a commercial for Jack's Chrome Shop.
Have you?
And
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
I'll just give it to you right here.
All right, let's do it.
Like, shop at Jack's Chrome Shop at midnight, and you'll be arrested because they close at 5:30 p.m.
Oh God.
It gets your hours out. It gets your business.
That
hours
is true.
out there.
That is true. Yeah, I was gonna say don't come here after
It's
5.
just a thought. It's a work in progress.
Yeah, that's
Bill.
funny.
You got to put in
Now-
there. Make sure your truck is under 12 foot tall.
Under
if you're
12
going
foot
in the
tall.
parking lot.
Yeah, we have lines. Yeah.
Yes. And then the other thing is, everybody, hey, have yourself a Merry Christmas, and may all your Christmases have chicken lights
Exactly.
from Jack's Chrome Shop.
So we're gonna write an album here of trucking-based Christmas songs. But yeah, thank you everyone for watching. If you guys would like to stay up to date with the Chrome and Steel Radio Network and all the growth that we're going through, please first and foremost subscribe to us on YouTube, because that's where all the content will hit first. Visit our website, chromeandsteelradio.com. That website is growing very quickly, and we're getting quite a few hits a day, so we're very excited about that. Also follow us on social media. We are at Chrome and Steel Radio on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. So we appreciate you guys for watching, and now I have to make the long walk back to the computer to turn off the stream. So you guys are going to watch me ungracefully walk in front of the camera here soon. So
Hey, one real quick question, Dave.
Sure.
If somebody wants to get a hold of us about either having a show or maybe becoming an advertiser, what's the best way to do that?
please contact us at info@chromeandsteelradio.com, or you can email me personally at dave@chromeandsteelradio.com. So get a hold of me, yell at me. If you'd like to give any recommendations to the channel, please send it to our recommendation email, which is I don't give a shit at chromeandsteelradio.com. And besides that,
And if you'd like to get a hold of any of the hosts, or why anybody wants to get a hold of me, you need your head examined. But it would be our first name at chromeandsteelradio.com.
yep, we've all got one. So if you want to yell at us for something we said on air, please do. We won't read it, but that's okay.
Hey, if you like our show, this is Chrome and Steel Radio. If
Exactly.
you don't, it's not.
Exactly. But yeah, we appreciate you guys for watching, and now I'm going to unceremoniously walk in front of the camera so I can turn off the stream. So, thanks guys for watching.
Thank you guys. Appreciate every
Have
one
a
of
great
you.
night, everybody.
Thank you, everybody. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Ah, bah humbug.
Oh, pipe down.
Shut up, son.
Sitting in the kitchen watching the clock tick, counting the hours down. Not ready to turn the key and roll down the road. Got a load to troll on southbound and I sure don't want to go. That first night out you always feel alone. Going down that same old road I always travel. Lord, I've been down it 1,000 times or more. Got a sinking feeling in my heart, I ain't even left and he keeps 1 foot on the rim. He's a high baller, an old bull holler, no time for running slow. His cattle ain't got a whole lot of patience and he needs to shine that chrome. He'll try to catch a few minutes sleep till he hears the cattle calling. But it's just what it does, it runs in his blood. Bull hauler. Got a girl that he loves down in Abilene, but he just don't have the time. He'll stop for some fuel for his truck and body, then he'll head it on down the line. He's got his eye on her and a piece of land where they just might make a home. But they know damn well in no time he'd be longing for the open road. 'Cause he's a high baller, an old bull holler, no time for running slow. His cattle ain't got no whole lot of patience and he needs to shine that chrome. Well, he'll try to catch a few minutes sleep till he hears the cattle calling. It's just what it does, it runs in his blood. Bull hauling. Bull hauling. I wish I could be with you tonight instead of staring out at this old road. Another year's passed and once again the white line keeps me far from home. But there's nothing like the thought of you and me that puts a big smile on my face. You're all I'll ever need, you're everything to me, and I miss you, girl. I don't know what I've done right, 'cause I've done